Welcome, family, friends, and who the fuck ever is watching. This is the second episode of the Chappy Hour Adult Podcast. Yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. It's my first guest. This guy means a lot to me. This guy's blood to me. It's been a lot of times in my life where I was lost, and this man found me. He's uh, he's one of a kind, and man, he probably can't go somewhere without at least one motherfucker knowing him. Sir, would you like to introduce yourself?
Introduce you. What's up, y'all? My name Jamal. All Anderson. A lot of people probably know me, but a lot of you motherfuckers know me as Roy Boy, baby.
Kilroy, aka
That's what that nigga called me.
Kilroy the God, aka Royalty. This is my man's dog. This is my brother from another mother, dog. I have a lot of respect for him. I know y'all probably like, oh, this motherfucker dick ride him. But y'all don't know him like I know you. Excuse me, fuck that up. Like y'all know him.
Right.
But check this out. when I first met this motherfucker, it was way back at like
Ellendorf?
yeah, in Ellendorf. And I wasn't exactly friends with him because he was friends with somebody that at the time I didn't like. But shit, man, ever since then, dog, we kind of locked in, been homies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I remember hooking you up with some glow sticks and shit like that.
Yeah, I was tripping on some shrooms and shit.
Hey, we love that shit. I love some shrooms. But shit, man. Tell these people a little about yourself, dog. I know, obviously, you from Peoria, because that's all I have on here. Where'd you grow up in Peoria, dog?
Well, shit. I mean, I started out in motherfucking Chicago, back and forth when I was a shorty. From Peoria there. I was a foster kid when I was like 2 years old type shit. That's when I went in and shit. So my mom, my dad, my family, they from Chicago type shit. So I was back and forth for a little bit, even when I was, living with my mom. But shit, you know what I'm saying? I grew up. Like shit, when I came here, well, I started in like the Warner Homes type shit, bro.
Warner Homes, holy shit.
I know, that's a
I haven't heard that in a minute.
Nigga vetted. I don't need no nigga co-sign on me.
Warner Homes, man.
But
Whatever happened to the Warner Homes?
Bitch got tore down.
Did they? Fuck. But yeah, my bad, go ahead.
But shit, I've been everywhere around this bitch, but like most of it, man, I'm representing Hilltop all day, East Bluff, baby. You know
East Bluff.
Yeah. Shit, I went to Woodruff, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to the Wood.
You know what I mean?
R.I.P. to the Wood.
That's low key where I first met you, though.
At Woodruff?
Yeah, because you went to Woodruff. You was at Woodruff.
I think my freshman year you were a senior, right?
Yeah, I think so. Either that.
I have a story, though. I think.
You talking about when I performed for you?
No, man. I think the first time that I met you, I was going into my freshman year. So I had just graduated 8th grade. And I went to a party with my brother Brad. Shout out to Brad again. And like, I was a young buck, bro. Like, I didn't drink then. I didn't smoke weed or anything like that. I was kind of just like a fucking turd in a sense. And I remember the party I went to, like, I remember feeling so fucking uncomfortable. And like, I don't know if it was your house or if it was
on Amber.
Man.
By Peoria Christian.
Yeah. Cause I remember Steve Bush. Shout out to Steve Bush. He was there and shit.
Yeah.
And I think Brian was there.
That's my crib.
Did you have a puppy?
We had a full grown dog.
Well, I remember
we did have a little puppy.
Look, that puppy in front of the whole fucking party was just like following me around trying to hunt me and shit.
Yeah,
and everybody was laughing at me and shit. I felt like
Oh,
so
man.
fucking embarrassed and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that was the very, very first time I met you.
Yep.
And that was like,
That was back. We had a little party house, man.
yeah, that had to be like what,
I was
06?
That was 06. I was in college. Yeah, I was in college back then. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was such a lame back then, dog.
No.
I mean, I was just entering
No,
high
everybody
school.
was on your dick because you was football. And shit, the first time I saw you actually go play, nigga, I went to I never really go to the football games, and if I did, it was really just because of being around some bitches type shit. But
Well,
when I like first time I actually went, like, and I watched the game. You was quarterback. And bro, you was doing your fucking thing. Like I fucked with you like after that. I'm like, okay, I see why, bro. You know,
Well,
like
shit, dude. The first time I played quarterback, though, that's when I was a senior. I think you probably, if you came to a game before that, it was like wide receiver and running back and shit like that.
Well, maybe shit. I don't know, nigga. It was a long time ago, nigga.
Yeah.
Shit. I was 18, 19. About fucking 18 years ago type shit.
Man, I always thought like, I mean, obviously, you're a couple of years older than me, 4 or 5 or some shit like that. But I always thought like you was just way older than me just by, your lifestyle and like how you, yeah, man. Like you was always on some like hood ass shit. Man, dude, like you're probably one of those people that like I avoided when I was younger because like when you were younger, you was reckless as hell.
I wouldn't say that. Look, I would say when I was younger, man, I was undefined. You know what I'm saying?
Undefined?
I was undefined.
Trying to find your way?
I was trying to refine myself type shit. I was trying to make myself make sense type shit. And like when I was, I've always been the type of person though that has always done things against the grain. Like motherfuckers say like, oh, you finna do this, you finna do that. Or they think that, or like whatever, they got the type.
Just have this like perceived thought of like who you are,
who
like who you're supposed to
be.
Yeah.
I always did the opposite. So I skateboarded. I did all this.
Yeah.
This is back before. Like Lil Wayne and was popular skateboarding and shit like that.
Dude, remember when you was gothic?
I was never gothic, nigga.
No, I swear to God, it was
never gothic.
You never. No, I swear like you had like parted hair at one point in time.
What?
No.
Wait, when I
like you had like
when I had the perm.
Yeah.
No, I did this. Honestly, wait. Let me tell you this. So like I said, I've always been like that type of nigga that challenge.
Go against
like,
the grain.
Challenge the motherfucker's perception of anything type shit. So like when like there was that swoop was popular back like with the white boys back in the day.
Which was probably your clientele.
The thought popped into my head. Like I'm like, I could do this shit better than I bet I could do this shit better than they can. Like I'm gonna be a problem. I'm finna put myself in the swoop. Like I wear that shit like that for real though. Like and I got pictures of it. And like I'm not embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed by shit. Like so.
No, you're definitely.
I look at this shit though, and it's funny though because like I'm like nigga. I was out here really with a goddamn swoop.
Yeah, you laugh about it.
Bro,
but I get what you're saying though. Like it's like you're like a chameleon in a way, dog.
Right.
And that's something that I noticed about you. Like throughout the whole years about all these years of us hanging out and shit. It's like whatever fucking crowd we're around, you know what I mean? Like
I can adapt.
Yeah, you can adapt and like you'll just fit right into with any type of crowd. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously there's crowds where you're like not trying to fuck with, but same here.
I mean, shit. I like being 100. I like being me, and like you can't stop me from being me. Like I'm talking about. Like,
oh yeah, I feel you.
Like
and like people don't know like exactly how in depth you are as a person, like your character and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean like you can hear me. Like I talk to white for the hood, and I talk to hood for the white folks type shit.
Yeah.
But I talk like I want to type shit. And the thing is, I can maneuver, I can adapt to any one of those situations. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like I mean, shit. Like when I was in college, I got a full ride scholarship for speech. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like weren't like your drama club and like you're a great actor, bro. Yeah. Like shout out to Tanner Robinson and shit.
Yeah.
Like the movie that I'm only in because of this motherfucker right here gave me.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that in a second.
I gave Tanner
but yeah, man,
thing in his ear.
Motherfuckers like when they see me, they don't realize, so I've done the whole spectrum. I've been a part of this whole spectrum, and I'm trying to be a part. I'm trying to like see like so much of that spectrum because I believe in like understanding and like being able to have a finite or not like like a contributing viewpoint towards things instead of like something that was manufactured for me.
Or completely biased to one aspect of a point of view. Like you see everything from every point of view.
Yeah. Like what was that? What's the movie Leonardo DiCaprio? Great Gatsby. When I was younger, when I first seen that movie, he's like, my life's got to be like this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I feel that, but I don't know why I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like to this point in my life, like I feel that. Like man, I feel it and I understand. Like my life, dude, it gotta be like this. Like it's gotta be like the sky. It's gotta be like straightforward. Like that shit is the sky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so vast and it's so, but it's so complex but simple at the same time.
Yeah.
My life gotta be, like, it gotta matter. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Definitely.
so like the way I see that is like everybody that's gonna apply to everyone else too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it doesn't like most people like they stay in their box or whatever. But I'm outside the box, bro. Like I don't have like only boxes I be in is these bitches. Like, and, like,
Bars.
and like and that's even taxing. That's even stressing. Whatever.
No, dude, that's true because like when I first met you and shit, like I was a certain type of way. Like when it came to like a crowd or some shit like that, I was kind of just standoffish and shit. Perfect example was like freestyling and rapping and shit. You know what I mean? I remember just sitting back and watching you in awe, just like this motherfucker should be fucking famous. Like how the fuck is this motherfucker not like have mixtapes out there, this and that? And like you encouraged me. Like chat dog, just like say something, say something, and it started with me saying, "Oh, I am Chap, and I got a gat." Just like simple dumb shit like that, and you'd be like, "Yeah, bro, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's all you gotta do," and then continue from there. And like I could bust a freestyle, now it probably won't be amazing, but I'm not afraid to do that.
I don't need to be amazing. I just need to be me. Here's my things. Like motherfuckers are always like, oh, Facebook status and blah blah. Like, oh, I just want to be appreciated. I'm like, bitch, I appreciate me. Like,
Facts.
so I'm always appreciated.
I sometimes thrive feeling unappreciated. You know what I mean?
Well, like that's honestly, like I was like, okay, you count me out, but like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I want recognition, and I validate. People confuse that with validation. I want recognition. Bars. You gotta recognize my truth. You gotta recognize like how solid a motherfucker is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need validation. Just recognize the shit.
Yeah,
Respect the shit. Move, keep it moving type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to like try to like squeeze it and use it and deflect it and use it your own perceptions or your own cultivated like ideals. And manufacture ideas somebody else gave you. You know what I'm talking
maybe
about?
that's why.
Never, you know what I'm saying? You never strive to contest or to debunk. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's why we got so fucking cool and shit, because I've always like, giving you your recognition, your flowers and shit. Like, cause you are like a person that not only sits there and like, wants the best for themselves, but like you get to know somebody, you care about them, you want the best for them too. And
I want the best. I want everybody to see that they're capable of, like, it's not even like getting to know somebody. It's like understanding that everybody is capable. There's been change of growth and all that shit.
There's been hella times in my life too where I was like stuck in the mud, you know what I mean?
On me.
And like you never judged me or like, made me feel bad. Oh, they're right here, brother. Never like made me feel bad, for being stuck in the mud. No. It was just always like something encouraging. You're like, Chet, even when I was going through it with, like, I don't know how many bitches I've been with now, that you've been around, you know what I mean? Right. Yeah, it gets to the point where you get annoyed by it, you know what I mean? Because it's like, there's only a certain amount of time you could tell somebody something, you know what I mean? So it's like, motherfucker, you know what to do, change it, you know what I mean? Yeah, change it. You know what I mean? But like you're just that that inspiring person, man.
You gotta sit back. You gotta sit back sometimes because your words ain't working. I'm saying you gotta sit back and you gotta let a motherfucker see for themselves.
Yeah.
And watch them go through that, that trial and tribulation type shit.
Shit, man.
Watch that struggle, bring it out of them.
And like we both, both have been through that shit with each other, especially with like some fucking female or a situation, or just wanting to be better at something, and like not believing in ourselves, and we kind of both just been like, hey motherfucker, like remember who the fuck you are, type of shit.
But that's see my thing, my problem with all that is like I do believe in me. I'm great. I love me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not, people like confuse that with cockiness. Nah, bro.
Yeah, no, everybody.
That's earned. That's
bro,
earned.
Everybody thinks everybody. Like, I don't know how many times a motherfucker came up to me and goes, "I don't like your friend. He's cocky. He's this and that, blah blah." I was like, man, you just don't fucking know him. You just don't know him at all, bro.
No, it's not even that. It's just that I said on my tent to look, like a motherfucker that is going like a toxic person or a muted person. They gonna hate your motherfucking
shine.
They gonna hate that shit.
Like a dim motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Like a dim motherfucker's gonna hate your shine.
They gonna hate that shit because they gonna say it's too bright. They gonna say that nigga doing too much.
Facts.
And that's like whatever. Like I'm gonna continue to do that. I could be that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Scarface go, like, this bad guy, you know, say hello, say goodbye to the bad guy, you know, or whatever the fuck you say in the movie.
Say hello to my real friend.
No, or say goodbye to the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? When he in a restaurant, he like,
Oh shit,
he's
okay,
like,
yeah,
oh,
my
y'all
bad.
motherfuckers hypocrites, like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to look at me as the bad guy, I'd be that dude because like I could be the bad. I could really do that. I could really be the bad guy. But honestly, like. You the bad guy for devaluing yourself, for not understanding yourself, for not believing in yourself.
And listening to other people
Yeah,
tell you that you're the bad guy.
And let motherfucker gas you up. I never let a motherfucker gas me up.
Man, that's why I like resort back to you in like my worst times, bro. Because motherfuckers can get me feeling like I'm the bad guy, like I'm the piece of shit or some shit like that. And I'll come to you, and like the great thing about you is like you'll remind me like, hey, dog, man, fuck all that shit. You know, focus on this good part of you, man. There's good in you. Like you forget that shit because you're letting these motherfuckers gas you up.
Well, shit, it's good and bad in all of us, man. And like,
definitely, 100%.
Motherfuckers like, well, I'm a good person. Okay, so what? So what does that mean? How like what does that matter?
Yeah.
Why like make it matter? Because you're the only one that can do that. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one that can make it matter. Because ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about you, but you.
Do you think you could be like
that ain't their job?
Do you think you could be a good person, but distributing like bad vibes in a way?
I believe there's no such thing as being a good person. Like that's a fallacy. That's some shit that people got fed. That's some bullshit that people got fed. Look, life is a dick. You gotta eat that shit, shorty. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta eat that shit, and you gonna bust it. Life gonna bust all in your fucking face, and you gonna have to swallow that shit, shorty. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and that's just how it is. So like, you either gonna be good at that, or you gonna be like bad at that. Or you like.
That's also let's talk about some dick shit, which is hilarious. If you know Roy and no homo, then you know his dick. Apparently, radiator hose ass motherfucker over here. like the.
Well, why not famous then?
This motherfucker has a baby arm, no homo. But it's funny as shit because like when I first met Roy, like he'll be talking to chicks and shit like that, and hey bitch, I got 10 jiggers, blah blah blah, and I'd be like, damn Roy, man, you coming off aggressive, and he's like, no chap, understand this, dog. I'm being straight up. I'll tell a bitch what's going on. If she doesn't want it, boom, move on to the next. Because if she was with it, she'd be with it. And I was like, that motherfucker, that makes sense.
I ain't playing no
like that. But it literally makes sense.
I'm 5'7", like I'm 5'7", like I'm not no tall ass nigga. Like so, like I got a tall personality, but I ain't no tall ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I'm always gonna put that shit. Like, I'm gonna put that shit out there because bitches be capping themselves and about bullshitting themselves. And I'm already knowing that, so like. I'm gonna tell shorty like, and plus I love my dick like so like shorty like
straight off the rip.
Like if a bitch like respond like, oh shit, I'm about that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh you got you know what nigga say less, what's up?
You in there?
And but if a bitch like, oh my god, okay bitch, you
move on to the next.
Basic ass the fuck out of here.
No, remember like when I was living at Grammy's house and shit, and you had that you had that garage, couple of fucking houses down. We're at a boom boom. That's when we used to go downtown all the time.
Cracking business.
Like I'll get back to the house and shit, and I'm like, man, where the fuck? I thought Roy was with us. Motherfuckers like, nah, man, you disappeared like an hour ago. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
I'm over there give my dick such.
An hour later, you just walk in like, I'm like, where the fuck you was at? He's like, my garage. This motherfucker.
It wasn't even your garage.
It was
somebody's garage.
Yeah, excuse me, it wasn't my garage. It was your garage.
It was somebody else. It was somebody. Somebody lived in that house. Like
that fucking garage had like had a hole in the roof and shit. Like. But it does, dog. The garage looked cool as shit because I had like all this ivy that grew up on it and shit. It was like artistic in a way. I'm like, of course, Roy's gonna pick that motherfucking garage.
Bitch, go get this dick. Hey, shut the fuck up about it. Like,
hilarious shit, dog.
But like, I mean, it
you still go downtown?
Every once in a while type shit. People do the same. They in the same routine for me. It's like watching the same. Like if you watch a football game, say you watch a football game, and they run the same patterns every time.
Come on, like the Bears.
Yeah,
shout out to my Bears. Cry face.
Bears they run the wrong patterns.
Dude, did you hear that?
Always
happened to our defensive coordinator?
You got fired. Hopefully, you got killed or something.
Bro, so Hollis Hall got raided, which is where we practice and shit. And the defensive coordinator's house got raided for like kiddie porn. And he resigned just like yesterday.
Oh yeah, they found kitty porn and shit.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably why
smoke that nigga.
that's probably why we've been fucking sucking. He's worried about a
Child.
child.
Yeah.
Fucking man, see motherfuckers like that deserve death,
Oh
dog.
my mama.
On
I
my
swear to
mama,
God.
like motherfuckers like
Some
that
nigga
deserve death.
had my son on some shit like that, bro. I'd be broke.
Motherfuckers don't even want to know what the fuck happened. Like
Bro, I ain't even gonna say it's just gonna be apparent. Like, soon as
facts.
they gonna be like, damn, that nigga died. And they gonna have to wonder.
That shit's fucked up, dog.
They gonna have to wonder.
Shit's
Oh,
fucked
my
up,
mama.
man.
I think there should be some clause like in the law about that shit, like because like
You know they say a dead pedophile doesn't.
But I'm saying like
Reoffend,
motherfuckers done got booked, like straight booked for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, like for killing like some motherfuckers that touch their key. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
the justice system and the law and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
shit,
I think there should be some type of fucking clause, and like some type of like loophole or some shit in the law, like that. Like if you go to try, like I'm sorry, but like a motherfucker shouldn't be able to touch your kid, and like if they do, you should be able to retaliate.
One of my favorite
And
videos.
that should be the law. That should be part of the justice system.
One of my favorite videos
So
on
if any senators watching this shit or whoever the fuck, put that shit in the bill for me. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the fuck y'all gotta do, because I ain't waste my time
Shit,
lobbying.
most of them motherfuckers are the ones who touching kids and shit. So yeah, one of my favorite videos on the internet.
touching themselves.
One of,
Transies and shit.
one of my favorite videos on the internet is this dude that kidnapped this one guy's son. You know, they're walking him through the airport, and the dad's like dressed up in disguise.
I already know about it. Like he came and smoked his ass.
Yeah, he like hung up the phone and smoked his
They
ass.
had, and they was
Bro didn't even go to
walking
prison
his
for that
ass,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he was about to shit.
well, he's in
Yeah.
Texas. Texas, so fuck. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, you know what? This all makes sense.
Bro.
Like a
My
dead
black ass would.
a dead pedophile doesn't reoffend. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy. But shit, dog. Let's talk about You want to talk about the movie a little bit?
Hell yeah. I mean, it needs to be talked about. That's free publicity type shit.
Yeah, I told Tanner that he needs to come on when he does finally have a date for it to be released. Which is driving me crazy, Tanner. You're driving me crazy, man. You got to drop this shit. I know it's just you doing everything.
No,
so I don't want to give you a lot of shit, brother. But man, I'm so ready for it.
Listen. I still got to finish my fucking
Your voiceovers?
my voiceover type shit.
Got you. You know, well, you have the most lines in the movie, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. But we're
And the fucked up part is like I like doing my own shit. So like I can't stick to the script about a lot of shit. Like when it comes
just to go up
so
a
like,
little bit.
So like when I'm doing a voiceover, like you know what I'm saying, you had to follow follow the script. Like it's easy. Like you did it, you knocked the shit out.
Yeah, because my shit
Bro,
was
we
simple.
in that bitch way longer than we think because I gotta follow my lips because I never follow the script.
Yeah.
So like I can sit there and like we can read like okay, Tanner's like in this part, you know, in this part it says, you know, you say this.
Yeah.
And then when you look at it, I'm like, I don't say it that way. Like I say it totally different. But he wrote that shit for me. Like you know what I'm saying? But like you write some shit for me, like you gotta understand, like I'm gonna say it like me, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's why
you can't write shit for me.
You know the little thing that I did for you.
Yeah, that ain't no little thing.
Yeah,
That's a big thing, cuz.
But I wrote that for you.
I know.
You know what I mean? And like, I can't wait. You know, since I got this shit rolling out, and once I get some money in the pocket and shit, I'm able to fucking get certain cameras and shit like that. Like we'll put it together and shit. But like I wrote that 100% thinking about you because that's you. That like your character is you, and it's fucking awesome. But yeah, about the movie and shit. It's called Fly By Nighters, and
Fly By Nighter.
Oh, excuse me.
No S. But
I be thinking of Rush. Fly by night, but Fly by Night. It's directed, produced, all that shit.
edited shit.
Tanner Robinson, he's a beast, man. He's a badass motherfucker, and his workload is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? We shot it for what 2-3 years.
You made it 5 years.
It was a long fucking time.
You know what? I mean, you like you know what I'm saying, like. We were doing that shit, you know, we were doing that shit for like a year or so before you even jumped in it. You know what I'm saying? But like he's like I had somebody for this, blah blah blah. He's like I got it from like shit, my boy Justin.
Yeah, and shout out to the motherfucker that fucked up and didn't want to come. Who was it?
Shit, I don't know who the fuck it was. Honestly, it don't matter. Really.
I just want to shout out to them because I want to thank them personally.
But honestly, look, it don't matter because I like there's like I said, we're gonna touch back based on this shit, like this me touching base on like when you like there's no other person I wanted to be in that scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? That I felt like could be in that scene. You know what I'm saying?
Which one specifically?
The driving scene, like when we in the car. Like,
Just chopping it up?
like when we in the
Yeah,
car. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then, you know, like how I brought it to you, I'm like, look, bro, I'm like, you can do this. I'm like, and I told you even before, like this movie was a thing. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
I could see you doing some shit. I could see you. You should be, you know, you ever thought about that shit type shit, you know what I'm saying? And like,
shit, you believed in me before I believed in myself with that shit. Like you're the one that told me I could do it.
Yeah,
and
bro,
I
and that's
did.
what I'm saying. It's like I saw you. I'm like, dude, you can do this shit. And then like you were like, okay, and like we're like, bet. And I'm like, the day come, and I'm like, Tanner, I'm like, you talk to Chet. He like, no, he won't answer my phone, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, where this nigga at? He's like, I don't know. Last time he said he was at his house. I'm like, man, fuck all that shit. I'm like, I called you.
I think y'all just came and got me.
I said, nigga, we going to this crib.
I was so nervous and scared.
Get your ass out. I'm like, bro, get your ass. Like, it's just us. Like, it's just me and
I didn't
you.
think of it like that, man. I was just like, I didn't believe in myself type of shit.
Bro,
that's just another example of our friendship when like, you know, you're like, bro, you can do this shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't. You're like, get your punk ass over here and do this shit. Just do it.
Come on, man.
And then like once you do it, it's like, oh man, this is easy.
And it's not even easy. You enjoy it, and I knew you would. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
especially with you, like me and you.
But even now, like, you wrote a whole script, man.
I know.
Like, you wrote a script, cuz.
I know.
Like,
you was proud of me.
I was proud, nigga. I'm like, come on, nigga.
You like your name in it though?
What was it again?
Teener. Hey man, that script is a gag, and like that, we definitely, you know, was it Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays and shit when you're usually free. We'll because mostly it's just me and your dialogue, and I don't, no offense, I don't know if I could. I still gotta look for actors because I don't think
some people are.
Well,
gonna, like look how it went with you know many times. And someday like you know.
I want Tanner in it though.
Motherfuckers, yeah, you want him as
Tanner to be
the
antagonist. Antagonist, yeah. I want him to be like, because Tanner's got that like long hair and shit, and like what I think about the guy is like a long hair slick back with glasses, just kind of like somebody who's mad at the world and wants to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And dude, I'm sure Simpson would do it. And shout out to motherfucking Simpson, shout out. That's one of my best friend, dog. I told her.
I was be like, why you so mean to her? I'm like, man, fuck her, like, cause like she was just honestly letting motherfuckers step on her neck all the time, and I'm like. And like I seen like what she needed to be like to bring like her boss shit out of her like
yeah.
and it's not it didn't necessarily bring her boss shit out, like, you know what I'm saying, she still got work to do on herself type shit.
Oh, we all do, right?
But she believed in herself a lot more than she did.
Ever, yeah.
You know
I remember like when I first started.
And like that mean shit, that ain't mean shit. That's some true shit. That's some motherfucking tough. Life is tough.
It is.
And you should have some motherfucker that to be tough. Like that's the best present you could get, a motherfucker that present that truth to you.
Yeah, dude. When I first started fucking with her, dog, she was kind of like a shell in a way, you know.
Yeah.
She was just at her crib
you
all the
use
time.
Her. Oh, you could just use her type shit too, like.
True that.
And like.
But like she was like in a shell. Like I was like the first person in a long time to get her out the crib and shit like that, and like be able to enjoy life. You know what I mean? And like I introduced her to a couple people that became like some of her best friends. You know what I mean? Like still to this day, like she's my best friend, like just like you are type of shit. Like if I'm ever going through something, I could call Shorty, and Shorty will answer and talk to me. Like even if I'm being stupid, she'll be like, Justin, you're being stupid. Like think about things, this and that, blah blah. And you know, shout out to her, man, for real, because like just like, you know, in a way, I wouldn't be who I am without you. I wouldn't be who I am without her too. So shout out to you, baby boo.
You would though. I mean, like maybe you wouldn't be at this point in your life, blah blah blah, but like you always were able to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that.
I always got in my own way.
Yeah, and that was a way of like accommodation. Motherfuckers accommodate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's because like that came from like your past, like you being a football star.
Man, I used to surround myself with straight dick riders. You know, just earlier I was saying about you, I was like, you know, 9 out of 10 ditches, you know, recommend this one. But that one,
yeah,
you know, you're that
1 out of 10.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I got the whole 10.
Bars.
Oh, big bars.
The next guest on the podcast is Words Cock.
His name Richard.
Bars. Richard. Dude, speaking of like bars, Pams, Bobs, and all that shit, like I don't think Peoria knows just how much of trendsetters like me and you have been in these past like fucking 7-8 years hanging out. Well, like, I don't know if I could say bars, which means what? Bars means what? Badass response, badass reply, shit like that. Me and him set that shit up. A Bob is a bag of bones for you skinny bitches out there. And Pam, we could get that one to Jug. You know, shout out to Jug again.
That's me and that nigga shit. Honestly, he was like, I'll walk in the class.
Pam is a Peoria ass motherfucker.
This Pam ass motherfucker. Like, who that Pam is? Who that Pam? That's my nigga.
It's crazy.
On my mom.
Crazy. It's been 1 year, dog.
That's my nigga. Shout out to that nigga on me.
Yeah,
like, I fuck with Joe like way back. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
oh, yeah.
And here's the kicker. My sister, like, when after Joe passed away, she hit me up, and this one I was living in Springfield. She hit me up. She like, hey, did you hear about our nephew dying? Blah blah. And I was like, ooh. And she was like, she said this, not Jose. She said Jose. What she said? His other name. She said.
Yeah, no, he used to go by Jose too.
Yeah, I know that. But
Larry.
Larry. She said Larry, and I was like, nigga, what are you talking about? Because I had another nephew.
Yeah, no, not
named Larry.
That's why, like,
so his dad named Larry. Like, so like,
yeah, he's a junior, isn't he?
Yeah. And so I'm like, what you talking about? And she's like, you don't remember that little annoying kid, little annoying mixed kid used to come over our house, da da da. And I'm like, nah. She was like, when Larry, like, go back, baby, used to be there. And Larry used to come over, but a little annoying. I'm like, yeah, my boy Judge is passed. She's like, that's him. And I'm like, hold on. And I never made that connection because me and Judge.
Nobody really calls him that though. Nobody ever called him that.
Listen, it ain't even about that. I never made that connection. Like, I do remember this little annoying motherfucker but I don't see Judge. That was like, I don't see him like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can never like correlate that.
Yeah, you was living in Springfield right? Last year?
Who, me? Yeah, when that happened, yeah, for sure. But like, and so like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy that was that connection. But like, even like with all that, like after I graduated high school, blah blah, me and Jug connected like years after all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and before he came out of the closet type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, I remember before Jug was out.
We had our adventures. You know?
I definitely remember that shit.
But like, I mean, like for me, like I don't give a fuck. Like that's like I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the thing about me too. Like, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck if a motherfucker's in the closet, out, or anything like that. If we fucks with you, we fucks with you. And I can't stand a motherfucker that don't say, "Oh, this dude's a fag." Like, what? What the fuck does that mean?
Like, no, that just made you one type shit. Yeah, you sitting there saying that weird ass.
One thing,
this ain't 1998, and this ain't like 10 things.
Yeah,
10
no, like
things
one thing,
like I hate about you.
One thing, like how I raised my son was like, you know, you never fucking make fun of somebody for being different, gay, black, Mexican, any fucking thing like that. You know what I mean? Like,
make fun of somebody for being stupid.
Facts. There's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out there. Yeah. Oh shit! Back to the movie.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So fly by, and then Nighter, if y'all want to look it up, Nighter, Night apostrophe ER.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Trailers.
The trailer's on YouTube. Yep.
The trailer that's on YouTube is the first trailer. Oh, I just realized this had thumbnails. Let's do it. First, I got thumbnails. First trailer. It's on YouTube, and that's got the most views. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'll put it on the link. I'll put it on the link of the podcast.
Super short. His name, nothing like that.
I know, dog. Like, super short. You know what? Fuck you and your long hair, homie.
And then, I mean, shit.
Tired of that shit. Like, how you gonna be smart, artistic, cool, and have fucking dreads?
And I got the gummy bear too.
I ain't got no hairline. They're not gonna subscribe because of my hairline.
Hey, matter of fact, GoFundMe hashtag hymns for chaps.
I am him. No, hey, when I said, remember you said you need to get him, I was like, I am
commercial.
him.
Commercial. Do that as a commercial. I am.
That's why I grow a beard, because like I need to feel like I can grow hair somewhere.
Oh yeah, because I'm a Native American. You try to put that shit on.
You are a Native American. You're an Apache.
Yeah, like, I got Native American in me. Okay.
You're not a Blackfoot. You're a light skinned foot.
I could never be light skinned.
You're not a tomahawk. You're just like a butcher knife. But yeah, Fly By Lighters. It should be coming out. I think
So, yeah.
last time I talked to him,
And
it should be coming out by New Year's or something like that.
It's all Peoria people, all Peoria actors, all Peoria produced. But Tanner's the only one that produces and all that shit. But like, you know, all Peoria influence. Like everything is shot in Peoria, and you know everything's done in Peoria. You know, it's straight up. And like, I even got like, you know, a couple of my people. Shout out to Roy Ponce and
Roy Ponce's in it?
No, Roy Ponce is like the music.
Yeah, Roy's a bad motherfucker.
Shout out, you know, Steady for all of them, like, cause they all down to put like do the soundtrack and do and put the music in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
So like,
if we could shout out to
once we get to that, like we on that.
If we could shout out to a couple of people, you know, in the movie, you know, Ben Robinson, he's got a big part in
brother.
there.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
the
Tanner's
main
brother.
character. Yeah, he's the main character.
What's dude's name?
You talking about motherfucking Troy Caldwell?
Yeah, Troy Caldwell. Let's see, Caitlin Holstrom.
Katie Holstrom. Carrie Holstrom's in it.
Carrie's in there. Yeah.
Shout out to the owner of Agritucci's. He let us do so much shit.
Yeah.
So many, like, he let us use that motherfucker. Oh
It's
yeah,
a shop.
shout out to Mike too. Born Pay Company. Shout out to that because we did scenes in there, and that shit. And be it like the access that we got is crazy. Because like we went in places that like most people ain't been in. Like the attic in fucking Born Pay Company with all the bullshit in there. Like they got motorcycle.
Big Mike.
Why do you have a motorcycle in there?
Big Mike that works at
Agritucci's. Big Mike. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
But like
Rachel Malone. No.
Rachel Malone.
No, it's not Rachel.
No, it's Rachel, nigga. It was Rachel.
It's her sister.
No, you think of Cat? Oh, yeah, it was Cassie. It was Cassie.
It was Cassie Malone and her husband.
Cassie Malone, yeah, and her husband. I'm sorry, bro. What's his name?
I can't remember his name. But he's a cool dude.
But you're a dope ass dude.
The dude that plays the Psycho.
Yeah.
But I can't remember his name either. But he's a great actor. He's in a lot of shit.
In Chicago. He in Chicago.
There was that bigger dude too that like ended up.
Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben.
The one you ran up. The one you had to run over.
Yeah. Ruben.
Yeah. Shout out to motherfucking Tartan in too. We filmed the scene in that. That's one of those is in the second trailer.
Yeah, dude. You know it was so.
If you want to look up the second trailer, go to Big Grin. Big Grin on Facebook. BIGGRIN.
Yeah, I'll put the links on.
Yeah, facts.
But dude, the shooting and at the Thunder Inn and shit like that was so awkward. Like, because there's been a couple times me and Tanner went over there and like, you know, did rewrite, you know, this and that, blah blah. And like, dude, one time Tanner, you know, you're gonna laugh when you hear this one, dog. Like, we was there shooting and like some
at the Tartan.
Yeah, some dude comes over and knocks on the door, and like he thought we were shooting a porno.
Oh,
it was so fucking funny. It's like,
funny that you say that because
you know when I come into the door on the trailer and then you see the lights, and I'm like, I'll come in, I'm like, what the fuck, you know? What
was that Tartan?
That was a Tartan. And that night, the fucking dude knocked on the door and said, "What are you guys doing? You guys shooting a porno and shit like that?"
I don't know why that's a first fucking thought, bro. I was down in Florida like for New Year's. I was at PCB, Paramount CB. Bro,
good?
Like, yeah, I'm sure. And then like, everybody, but it's not even just Florida. It's like everywhere. No, I don't need none.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's a chappy hour.
Look, but anyways, everybody has that. Like, I'm like, yeah. I mean, I got. Like, want to see my movie trailer? You want to see my? Is it a porno? Nah, bitch, you want to make one of those? Like, what you talking about? Like, what are you saying? Why would you think it's a porno? Like, where your mind at?
Well,
because if I ever actually got on some shit like that with you, you'll ask me like, oh yeah, I don't really watch porno.
What's the thing called where like you look up an actor? It's like an MDM, some.
Oh, you talking about IB or IDBM? All right.
If
international IMDb, International Movie Database, IMDb.
I should have my director status already because I did film a porno before, and it was fucking hilarious. And it was the same night Endgame came out. And trust me,
was this Endgame?
Yeah, the porno should be called "This is the Endgame." And shout out to that Caesar bitch.
We're gonna put your name out there.
Yeah, nasty ass.
Hey, so,
hey, man.
remember she was mad. She was like, she came up to me. She was like, "You make sure people that video." I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, it's not like or what?"
No. Remember, I was trying to wake your ass up. I'm like, "Bro, come on, let's go." He was like, "Motherfucker, leave me alone."
I don't remember, nigga.
I'm like,
because I woke up. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Because your ass is the reason I was even there. son.
bro, you
Oh, my
pissed me the
mom.
fuck off so bad. I was like,
'Cause
no,
you
man,
like-
fuck you, I'm leaving it.
You like-
And then you call me, he's like, motherfucker, why'd you leave me here?
Let's rewind this a little bit, bro. Let's rewind this. I'm at your crib. You like, I got this bitch gonna come up. I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, blah blah blah. So I'm like, you like, let's go. You want to go? You want to go with me? I'm like, no, no, not really. You were like,
Well, too
come
bad.
on,
You
dog.
gotta
You
go.
like, come
You
on.
gotta go.
You like, come on, dog. I'm like, ah, fuck, cause I had to work this. I'm like, all right, cool. I come with you. When we come there, your ass on some soft shit like dropping. So you like, I heard you like to be smacked, and she like, oh yeah, no. And you was like.
Yeah, he's like, nah,
I said,
bro.
nah, nigga. This is what she like.
He's like,
Blah!
yeah.
That's
And
my
he's
part.
like,
And Shorty, where'd Shorty go? She goes,
oh. And you're like, nah, you do it, chap. And I was like, just a little bit harder. You're like, nah, bro, like this. Pow! And she's like, oh my God. And I think she like smacked me or some shit like that. I was like, oh, hell no. Wow!
fire.
Cracked her ass, bro. The funniest shit. You're fucking. Okay, you were like, hey, bitch, yeah. My boy about to fuck you in the ass. And I was like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
After I was real nice. No, the funniest shit that bitch was talking about this, she was like,
she like died. She like died. I was
she
like,
like fell down.
What'd I say?
I'm like,
No, what'd I say? Remember, I was like, bitch, get the fuck
like,
out.
goofy bitch. What is wrong with you? Show ass up,
Oh
bitch.
my God.
Stupid ass bitch.
Oh my God, that shit was the funniest shit of all fucking time. I will never fucking forget that shit.
Just so you know, ladies, I mean, like, that's like, Shorty a straight slut. Like,
Yeah, she wanted that shit.
this ain't no make a love shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty goofy bitch.
Goofy, but
So-
like sexual as fuck.
But like that's what that's what it is. Like when I like them slutty fucking bitches you can like talk to like that. So
Garage ass bitches.
mm-hmm.
Where were we at? Oh shit, okay, we got another 20 minutes. That's cool. So shit.
Pause that shit.
You
I
know,
take a piss.
you gotta take a piss?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pause it real quick. Pause. Alright, yeah, there we go. We back. Had to drain the main vein and now my toilet's flooded.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Bunch of bullshit. But hey man, you got any talents or anything like that besides acting and being a great dude?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like honestly, a lot of shit that motherfuckers don't know about me is like shit. By the time I was 18, I done had 5 professional art exhibitions. You know what I'm saying?
Five
Where, like,
professional
I've had
what?
art exhibitions.
Oh,
where I've
art
actually
exhibitions.
Sold and you know I do anything from photography to.
You talking about your dick pics, bro?
No,
No.
those are solid though. Solid.
What kind of art did you put up?
I mean anything like mixed media. Like I can do small jewelry. I know how to make chainmail. I can do you know pottery. I love being on the wheel, like centering, play on the wheel. Like it centers me low key. Like
Oh shit, you talking about like
at the risk of sounding
like
like
the thing that's
corny or-
spinning and like you like do
yeah. Facts. Like on Ghost. Like you know what I'm saying?
Shit, were you in Mr. X class in high school?
Hell no. Who the fuck is that?
He was like a art guy.
He's an art teacher?
Yeah, big dude.
Oh, fat dude.
Yeah, he'd be
What was his name?
Mr. X.
That one ain't no Mr. X.
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
something else.
It was Mr. X. I don't know.
Okay.
X something.
Yeah.
X something.
He remind me of Peter from Family Guy type shit.
So
But
man,
oil painting, watercolor, like.
you know what I
fucking
like. So
all
like
types
when
of
it comes to me with my artistic shit, and I'm not as artistic as you in that way.
Nice, you are.
But what I do is like I like to paint bitches' faces with dick and yeah.
Dick and
Like
down.
my dick is the paintbrush, you know, and like
That's art too, bro. Like I look at sex as art too. Like people are so like closed off about sex, and I will never understand that.
do you believe in like retention?
Like retaining things.
Yeah, like you're like semen.
Oh,
Like
you
going,
mean
like-
you mean like the tantric shit, like
Kevin Gates weird
like
ass
keeping
guitar.
it like.
Yeah.
I mean,
it
like
takes
that,
you to a higher level.
That's that could be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if that that your mind, if your mind like is on that like platform and,
I do retention just
and you follow it.
I do retention just to paint
But
faces.
Fuck that! I'm trying to let this bitch loose
Dude, like sometimes you got
like
to.
a fire hose,
You got to, man.
and then I fire hose bars.
Bars. Hey, and speaking of bars, dog, I heard you can rap.
I don't know where you heard that shit from.
If I put a little beat on for you, you think you can rap?
I could try to do a little something, and like most of like shit I do is freestyle. Like so, like
Well, no shit.
I don't
like,
write shit down.
I do. Like I don't either. It's like, but if I'm gonna make a song, and I have made songs, and trust me, I'm not putting them out there because like they're not great or amazing or anything like that. But if I'm going to try to make a song, what I do is like I'll freestyle on it,
And then you go back,
listen to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like kind of like I guess how
edited basically,
kind of how Wayne does.
Kind of like this too.
And shout out to Lil Wayne. I named my son after Lil Wayne.
I just saw
Carter.
after
the Carter 3.
I just saw some shit about Wayne was like, shit. If you look at my phone, my Google searches, and you
his own lyrics,
type an L, he's like, it would say Lil Wayne lyrics. He's like, cause he like, did I say that? Cause like, what Wayne do is he get on the track and like while you track, he'll say something, stop it, and then he'll say something else, stop it, and like that's basically how he makes his songs.
Yeah, like one of my favorite videos of Wayne is when he's recording that nobody record I got swagger like us. And like there's a video of him recording it, and it's just like in a fucking.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That shit
he's like in like a hotel room, and like
he
does a part.
Man, you watch that shit. Yeah,
he fucks up, and goes, and he goes back, and he's like,
on me, yeah,
because he doesn't like to be like,
repetitive.
He likes to talk about himself in a third, third person view and shit like that. It's fucking cool. But I got this beat for you, dog. Let's see if you can make a little course for it real quick.
What beat is this?
That's the challenge. That's the challenge, dog. Like you never heard it before. But it's called Boo. If you want to take that.
Alright, okay.
And just make it into something. Hopefully they can hear it.
I'm gonna try to do something. Hey, look. Check it out. Hey, yo. Get girls from these bitches.
Hey.
Like, boo bitch. Going on to my new bitch. Look. Hold up. I'm like boo bitch. Hey, I'm on my new bitch. Shit I do's exclusive. Why these niggas acting stupid? Okay, that's none of my motherfucking business. Tell these niggas get up on a level or just kick it. Bitch, you just a shovel. Don't dig it. I don't dig it. I'm the devil. Hottest motherfucking skillets. When they on the oven, bitch. Other bitches be mad they ain't sucking dick. I be like, okay, you said you bad, but you ain't sucking shit. Look, hey, this dick, it cost some money. Get your funds and shit. Hey, this dick, it cost some fees, so get your friends with it. If y'all can pull, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you bout to drool, you's a fool. Yo, nigga giving up, and baby, this ain't school, but I'm professor. This a lecture, fuck a bitch right on the dresser. And if the dress up, told that bitch I don't give a fuck if I mess her. I keep going, she deep throwing, I'm destroying all her tonsils. Hey, I fuck that bitch, but I don't play no games, I ain't no console. Look, no PlayStation, but I still stay up in my Xbox. I told that bitch I fuck her until her fucking chest pops.
Bars.
This bitch is bedrock, so get your face and kick him. You know it's Roy, boy. I just treat these bitches like some victims. Damn, I'm feminist though. Talking about bending this throat. She got on bending her throat. Let's go bend to this pole. Look, ho. I said, look, ho. Oh, this bitch is stupid. Go read a book, ho.
And that's what I fucked with you for, dog. Is like I don't know how many times like I have sat there and be like, hey, bro, you never heard this before. Rap on it, and just throw it on, and like somehow you fucking kill it, like kill it, and like for a long fucking time, like when he was in Springfield, like I sat there like almost every fucking night and like worked on my rhymes and shit. But it's like once I get around and shit, it kind of wasn't this thing because it was like big bro.
And I don't like that shit though, like cause like, bro, like I'm the nigga that's trying to get you to shine, bro. You shining with me, like I want my niggas shining with me type shit. Like
I can try to rap.
Yeah, try to do some shit. You did that one shit at one time. I'm like, alright, say less.
Like I could say like a bar or here or there or some shit. You'd like okay, and you kind of look at me like
nah. You've done a whole like tangent. You've done a whole thing before type shit. Like, so.
I try, man.
Hey, my freestyle be making bitches wet, though. And maybe making bitches' minds wet. They be like, this nigga's not like the nigga I'm hanging around. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Wait, let me hop on YouTube and look up a beat. See, like with me, I always kind of be like, hey man, I need a topic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then like sometimes. Like sometimes, like I'll just remix songs about snorting dubs, and it's fucking hilarious. Like like I just like get into some stupid shit, but it's
Snorting
fucking
dubs.
yeah, just snorting
That's
dubs.
snorting dubs.
Like I took that one song by fuck, who is it by Usher? Making love in his club.
Snorting dubs.
Yeah, you already like right off the rip. You already know. We snorting dubs in this club. In this, like my baby
That's
mama.
Peoria,
My baby mama gets fucking. Oh yeah, it is Peoria, dog. It is.
You like my color, my dress though. Yep.
My fucking
Listen.
drugs. You just showing out now. No, I fucks with it, dog.
Bitches like my dress.
I fucks with it, dog.
You don't like my dress, but bitches do.
All right, so you gonna hop on it with me?
That's what she said.
Admit that. One time.
To her friend.
To her friend.
I mean, that's
What's my topic? Give me a topic though. I'll hop on it first.
dumb hoes.
Dumb hoes.
That should
I
be a
know a lot
topic
of
all the
those
time.
easy,
Should
man.
need to be corrected around here.
That's easy, dog.
Bitches dumb as
Shit,
hell.
man. Every bitch that I fucked with was a dumb hoe.
Bars.
Every bitch I fucked with a blue day hoe. No homo. I know that sounds fucked up, but every bitch I fucked with, she was fucked up.
Okay.
Especially after I gave them that chap dick. Hey, they got ashy lips. They need that fucking chapstick. And it's true. Give a fuck about what they do. I'm selling dubs at the club. What about you? Oh, you need a front, bitch? Yeah, get on your knees then. Now your baby mama mad at me because you was blowing me, and then I pass him off the road. He sent her home. Now her pussy whistles. Like,
Hey,
it's
you
gross.
going home. I ain't fucking stupid bitches. Fuck these bitches, motherfuckers. They ain't like you can hit them. I'm like, baby girl, you just a newer victim. Yeah,
ooh.
I'm gonna have to get a new position. Look, shorty get cut up just like a new position. You know I'ma do this shit, baby. This like some new edition. I'ma fuck it to it. I'ma fucking ruin your whole fucking perception of Earth. Yeah, get it to it.
Man, I
Just
thought
the
I
truth,
was
bitch.
doing good, but fuck, bro. Every time you come by, these girls, they fuck, right? It ain't even cool, man.
And then
I'm
after
second
that, they be
class
like-
in this shit.
Fuck Roy.
Because he said fuck them. He sent them home. Uber picked them up. Then they went home to their baby daddies. They mad. And then he called Chap and said, hey, I got a half.
Ain't no cat. This bitch is stupid, but I'm gonna need me a new bitch. I'm gonna get ghost on my old hoe like boo bitch.
Big ass bars. Big ass bars. And this the Chat Podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Cause this shit by Oprah and I'm with my boy. Hey, beat you with my belt, bitch. You ain't fucking worse shit. Hey, this stuff going in. And it's getting worse, bitch.
Hey, that's for certain. Shorty's just like the surface. Actually get deep into it and make it work, bitch. Hey, it's Roy, boy, you end up in a hearse, bitch. And I'm poisoned with these words. Yes, I'm certain. I told these bitches I'm perfect.
Oh,
I
shit,
ain't
said I'm
perfect.
serpent.
Hey, but I
You
got
get
these bitches leaning like it's purpose.
Ha.
Look, shorty wanna do it, that's perfect. And her titties fucking clean and fucking perfect. I'm like,
Ooh.
okay, let me hit the nipples. Shorty wanna do it. She gon' get the drip though. Put it in her motherfucking lip though. Flicker did some Crisco.
That's what I do. I fuck a bitch in front of my baby moms. My baby moms cheering when they going up, getting up. And that's kind of what I meant to say. And Roy Boy, I can't rap, but the show made.
But let me interrupt. Let me intercede. Let me intervene. These bitches in between. Yeah, I just need two bitches that's freaks. I might have them call me daddy by the fucking week.
Ooh.
And them freaks jumping off the deep end. We know I'm a fucking D-man. Shorty gon' eat this dick up. She eatin'. Good. Just tell her friends, now her friends like, ugh. Hanging over the balconies like, should. Baby girl, stood. Fucking me, gonna get in this wood, make it fall like a lumberjack. Shorty, you want none of that, and I ain't hearing none of it. And you wanna get up on this dick and bitch run the shit. Hey, it's Roy Boy, I put my dick where your stomach is. And then I fuck up a couple ribs. Boom, I crack them. That's it. I'm dragging balls across her face like I'm Goku. You know I'm a motherfucking wish list, you know.
Damn. Fuck, I think he killed the baby dead.
No.
Cold. That's awesome. But that's you, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that shit light work though. Like,
I know you're right off the
I
you're right off the
can't be
top.
no rapper. I've had child support out there.
You're right off the top, man. And like, that shit's artistic. And like, you are an
I
artist.
love art. I love art, man. I love.
No matter what you do, though.
Art
if
shows.
it's rapping,
Art shows so much about like other people. Like it gives you a view of who a person is and like what matters to them, and like I love art, like on some serious shit. Like that's why like I stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Like all jokes aside, all bullshit aside, like you know what I'm saying.
It gives you a way to express yourself, right?
I'm serious about like my growth and my like my presence and my impact in this world before I'm out this world. You know what I'm saying? So I could be that dude that's like out here like shooting blah blah blah, blah. And like if I had to, I would be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Used
I'm
to
not.
be, like
You know
used to be.
And that was some like that was some like.
It's crazy to think that that's
shit.
how, like, I never knew that part of you. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that your development. I guess to say, you know what I mean? How you change.
I'm with all the smoke type shit, and like I'd rather grow, like, and that's what I mean by I'm with all the smoke.
For how many times you see me about to fucking fight somebody, and you're like, chat, no, what the fuck you doing?
Right.
Like, we're past all that shit.
It's not even about that. It's like, look, if a nigga really about their life, I'm not finna wolf, I'm not finna talk, blah blah blah. I'm like this, that, this, that, no, I don't.
Y'all should see Roy. Y'all should see Roy when he's mad though.
Cares, who cares?
He walk around
my
like
favorite rapper shit.
He walk around like, but it's a rare sight if you see Roy mad because he's able to fucking control himself like pretty much all kinds type of shit. I mean, not all the time.
When I was a shorty, I had a temper, man.
Well, I'm glad I didn't know you then, type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like I just said. How many times have you saved me from doing something stupid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stupid.
Yeah.
But fuck, what can I say, man? I'm finna wrap this shit up here in a couple minutes, dog. What can I say, man? Roy?
Yeah.
Fuck, dog. You are a motherfucking very influential person.
Influential?
Excuse me.
Influential.
I'm a little drunk now. It's a Chapai hour.
He meant influential people.
You are your influence in my fucking life has been major, dog. Like, and I definitely don't think that I would be the man that I am today if I had never fucking, met you and we got close and shit like that. You are somebody that I definitely call when things are going wrong in my life, and there's been times in our lives where we weren't cool. You know what I mean? I mean, we were always cool, but like, kind of just like upset with each other and disappointed and this and that, mostly on my side. But I just want to say that I fucking love you to death. Hold on. Trash. Dog, I love you to death, and you're my kid's uncle. You're my brother, and I just appreciate you doing this fucking podcast with me. I always wanted you to be the first guest on my podcast, and I was blowing you up last week trying to get a hold of you to tell you that I finally got it rolling. You know what I mean? And I was about to do the first episode, and I wanted you to be the first guest, and you were just like, bet, bro, just let me know.
Oh, me?
You know what I mean?
Oh, you already know.
You're my brother from another mother, and fuck, I guess that's that. So, hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Chapai, our adult podcast, and I hope you guys got to know Roy Boy, my motherfucking brother.
And for the record, this is only part one.
That's true. He
will be back
definitely will be. And hey, everybody, like I said in the first episode, everybody needs people in their life to support them, and like this motherfucker supported me since fucking before technically we were friends type of shit. You know what I mean? Like real shit. And probably the most, how you say it again? Influential motherfucking friend that I have. Dead ass. And fuck all the bullshit. I did a surgical procedure where I donated my hair to him. So that's why I'm bald and he's got hair. That's how much I love him. And I gave him 6 inches off my own cock. Okay. So just don't forget, he started with 4. Now he has 6. So. But hey, tune in next week to the Chapai Hour Adult Podcast, aka the motherfucking Chap. Can you say it, dog? The Chap.
Chapai motherfucking hour.
Bitch. I appreciate y'all listening and tune in, dog. And if you don't, fuck you. Pussy. Gang shit. Peace.